this information in 2 days.
Yeah.
Just cut it off. So
hold
you've
on.
got a rough
Wait a
idea.
minute.
Hello. I'm just waiting on Mr. Baz to come back, chat, but welcome.
Eva, look at your overlay. Or is it me? Okay, maybe it's me. Oh, no, it's me.
What's missing?
It's fine. No, it's fine.
Oh?
Yep.
Did I do something wrong? Is that what I do? What's up, Magic Tomatum? Mina. Oh, look, there's a Grim there as well.
Hi, Grim.
So we're just waiting on Storyteller to return from a nervous poop. But we are back for another Sunday. BTM. Yeah, I forgot to turn the thing on. Waves were silent, but now we have. Speaking of noise, I suppose you better open up Roll20. Background noise. Sunday, bloody Sunday. That Wednesday night was a very good Wednesday night for Curse of Strahd. Our players in the seed and then found their way to Argynvost, abandoned mansion. By the looks, started their little look-see inside. Will be interesting to see how that pans out in the next. But our storyteller has returned. Yay! Background sounds done. So, as I said, usual story. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be doing some Red Dead Online with anyone who wants to join, really. So, Trash probably will come hang out. I know Cam Roasted Chickens decided he wants to come hang out. So, if anyone wants to come join, play that, welcome. Look, what the Mary? What? Mortem? What the hell?
They heard us talking about nervous
poops.
Oh.
Yeah. So whenever someone leaves, they're going for a nervous poop, okay? Canon. Baz with the tier 1 sub. Yeah, we said you went for a nervous poop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I always call, when I hug my kids goodnight, I call that nervous pooping.
But yeah, so tomorrow night, guys, I will be doing some Red Dead Online. Wednesday, obviously, is Curse of Strahd night, and then Friday, Stormlord's Wrath with Yanti, and vice versa. Keep round robin, keep going. Pew Pew Thursdays as well. That's going to become a thing. Rainbow Six or Call of Duty, depending who's around and what we're up to. But without any further ado, we'll turn over to our storyteller and commence with tonight's episode, session 12 of Vampire the Masquerade, Blood and Belief.
Well, excellent. Hello there. I shall give you a recap. Players, just so you're ready on cue tonight, we've done quite a few episodes now. How many is it?
Session 12.
Episode 12 we're up to?
That is correct, session 12.
So, once we get the recap done, I might get you all just to say who you are and just re-describe your characters for the viewers again, for those who may not have called it first time around, because it's something we haven't done very often. Anywho, previously on Blood and Belief, it was a Sunday night. Prince Leslie Taylor and Sarah Barnett met at Albert Park Golf Course for a discussion before a meeting with the Nosferatu informant and relics agent named Van Diemen. Some golf was played, questions were posed and answers were given. Boons were made, and with the parties agreeing on certain terms for certain actions, the prince then parted with a couple of his treasured relics, and Van Diemen agreed to gain info on one Gerald Stone of the Second Inquisition, his place of work, his strongholds, and maybe where to hit them. The exchange of matters was handled in a very gentlemanly manner, with Sarah only speaking when she needed to, just as it would have been in the days of old. Sarah simply wanted to know who the mole in Elysium was, which means Van Diemen has his work cut out for him. Upon exiting the golf course, Prince Leslie Taylor was struck with a vision of Mary Wade. A very different sort of vision in comparison to what Pip would have had. A vision of waves of ammunition. A vision of compass pointing in certain directions. Next, however, Van Diemen then met with our hounds. It was a vastly different style of discussion. He asked them if there was any information they needed, and he gave them some small free pieces of what he knew, only to find out that the Hounds' investigations had already come up with most of what he had told them. The Hounds seemed to feel that Van Diemen had nothing to offer at this point, but they agreed to let him know an answer for what he had asked them. And basically, he had asked them to acquire a sword of some description of an anarch leader. Upon further discussion, a little bit of golfing, Van Diemen finally bid his farewell and disappeared into the roaches of the night. Welcome everyone to episode 12 of Blood and Belief, where we continue our story right where it left off. The Hounds having entered their transportation and deciding what to do next. I'll give it over to you, Hounds. Can we do around the table of who's who and what we look like, please? Start with you, Jax.
So for those that don't know who I am, my name's Evldoa. This is my channel. I play the part of Jackson Spencer, a Bruja kindred. Looks around 40-ish years old. Pretty much me. Cody, dark hair, solid build, former security specialist. Still is to a degree, but there's been a few incidents that changed the face of Jackson's company last few nights, but that's pretty much Jackson's rather intense looking fellow.
And Zane, will you describe yourself for us?
Oh, that's a hard one because I didn't describe myself in the first part. But anyway.
you've had 12 episodes now to get it ready.
Yeah. Anyway, so my name's Trashman. You all know me, of course. Anyway, I play Zane Riviera, a Malkavian that doesn't shut up. Gets on people's nerves and loves it too. Not much in the looks department, but very good at what he does in cybersecurity, anything to do with the internet.
Is Zane dark-haired or light-haired?
Dark.
And does he sport any facial hair?
No, not like I do. But anyway, he's fairly well dressed because of all the businesses he likes to handle and all that. But yeah, smartly dressed. Yeah.
Aaron, you're next. Right as he fills his mouth.
I'm Sadiq. I play Aaron Tumzik, a Bikey Gangrel, sorry. He's 6 foot, well built, no hair, light green eyes. Has a scar from his right ear down through to his throat. It goes through his throat. He's got a big tattoo of a white wolf on his skull. That's why it's bald. Tattoos down his arms. Typical biker. Wants to be his own business owner and does anything he needs to do to earn money.
Excellent. And Pip?
Peregrine Pip Elliott. He's a librarian, slightly overdressed for the occupation. Wears a dark vest and a shirt with the sleeves rolled up. He's got messy dark hair and sort of a scruffy looking facial hair going on. His eyes are always sort of like wildly looking around, and his hands are always doing something, whether it's reading a book or just like doing things with his hands. He can't stay still.
Excellent. And Echo.
Echo is a redhead with gray-green eyes. She's about 5'8". She is kind of well known as a writer of several vampire series novels. And so that's pretty much it. She dresses fairly well, not shabby, and kind of keeps to herself unless there's something important to say.
One of the pretty people.
I'm glad you think so.
And so we see these 5 individuals seated in, and I believe it was an SUV type vehicle, wasn't it, Jax, this time around?
No, we'd came here in, I believe, Dane's vehicle.
Zane did the driving, yes he did.
Dane's Scooby-Doo van type thing.
Scooby-Doo van. So that is the vehicle you're all sitting in now. Zane, are you back at the wheel?
Yes.
Currently you're still at the Albert Park Golf Course car park. Therefore, you guys have a decision to make on what you're all going to be doing and where you're going to be going. I will leave it to you.
How noticeably agitated is Pip? Out of curiosity.
Pretty agitated, slightly less than when he was outside with all the Nosferatu. So he's sort of leaning over the front seat and saying, he's like, can we get something to eat? Eat, please, Zane? 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 Zane?
What?
Can we?
What?
Yes.
What?
You did have some drink to drink with Van Diemen, right?
Yeah, that was bad. No, I don't like that.
I
I mean, it wasn't.
We didn't ask you what is your preferred how do you prefer
What flavor?
your-
What flavor do you like?
how do you prefer your
Bags?
meals?
Bags?
No, I like it when they're sleeping, like in the library. They fall asleep and he sort of just stares off into the distance. Like,
Zane, where's the closest park to here? Right, I mean you can find the closest park here.
Yeah, all right. Hang on.
Bound to be someone sleeping in the park. Normally
Gets out his phone and goes, Google, nearest park.
Google comes up with Albert Park Golf Course.
Yep, I could have told you that one.
I mean
Well, you
I
weren't
probably
asked the question. I was.
I probably know that myself. I mean, but
Yeah, no. Well,
Want to make
I'm
Zane feel
referring
important,
to
you
the
know.
fact that Google's going to pick out just the one word and focus on that instead of yeah.
so
Looking at Google Maps, within a block away there is, and you guys are looking at sort of midnight-ish, 1 o'clock-ish in the morning, there is a couple of just standard parks with like a children's playground in one, and nearby like shrubberies and things like that. A block or 2 away to something a little decent.
yeah, different park, please. I don't want to drink one of those. And he's sort of like looking out to see if he can see any of the Nosferatu.
but one of those what are you talking about?
And yes, Pip, you can still see a good amount of Nosferatu. They're slowly disappearing, and your senses are starting to pedal back a little bit, but you can see them out there.
The weird vampires, the ones with the
You mean like
branches.
Demon vampires?
Yeah,
like
that-
Van Diemen?
Yeah.
Mm,
Is that
Oh.
normal?
yes,
what-
for them.
We should get you fed.
Mm.
Zane. So
Throws Jax the keys.
you want me to drive?
Yep.
Sure. All
I
right.
want to do some tinkering in the back.
All right.
Echo's in the back texting on her phone.
Okay,
So-
Echo, who are you texting?
I am texting to Sam a list of things I want, and I am texting to a contact of mine about a Sophie Hall and what we had talked about, like the Sophie Hall, Van Diemen, and say I'll call when I get to the Haven.
Okay, and your text to Sam was more about
Some things I wanted to pick up, like my book, a suit delivered to Nathan, and there was something else. Oh, a address for Piggy.
yes. And dress for Peggy. Making notes. So, Sam replies that it shall be done. He will get onto it. Your contact about Sophia Hall also replies pretty quickly that he will be he or she. Which contact?
It's a he.
I know who you're talking about, I think. And if I don't, you'll have to fill me.
My contact's AG in my phone.
AG, sweet. Takes you back and says, much along the same lines, looking into it now.
I've texted some people for some information. So are we going to the, after we feed Pip, to the warehouse we were going to buy, or?
Yeah, I think we need to head back there and discuss further about this Baron. Still think we need prints of this particular deal, because I for one don't start a war with anarchs. We openly attack this Baron. That's not good. That's open Melbourne. SI attacking all kindreds. At least that may have a better way for us to get it.
Let's all discuss together first once we get there, and then before we make any decisions to call the prince.
I
agree.
I've got a little job that I need to do tonight, but outside of that, yeah.
I've got a
we
couple
need
of things I need
discuss
to
it.
add as well. We need to discuss this on our own personally. We've got a few hours.
Yeah, that'll work.
Aaron, as you speak, your phone goes. It's a message if you check it.
Yep, I'll check it now.
Just a text message from Sharon. Simple message. Friday night. Melbourne to Portland and return. Poker run. Should be around 4 hours there, 4 hours back. Slow runners might see sunlight.
And text back. Awesome. I'll start getting my gear ready.
She replies reasonably soon thereafter. $50 entry. Bikes only. Winner takes away $5,000. We will be donating $5,000 to Hemophilia Foundation.
Yeah. Send a laugh out loud. Good choice of organisation. And go. Yeah, I've got the cover note. Then I start thinking about which bike do I have that's quicker and good on fuel.
While you're thinking about that, she texts, I'll be riding new Indian Chief, Dark Horse I've acquired. Changed ignition, they're known to be glitchy. Mean ride. I'll put your entry in, I know you're good for it. And that's the last text she sends to you.
Nice. All right, cool.
Jax, are you driving already?
While I've also got my phone in my hand, I'm going to text Mick a message saying how long's he open tonight.
Text Mick. So, Mick, and sorry, Jackson, you were driving?
Yep, I would have started by saying, just before I'd start the engine, just before I take off, I'd send 2 text messages.
Okay. And it takes a few minutes, Aaron, but Mick texts back, yep, pretty busy tonight. We'll be open. Just knock on the door.
And just send back KK.
Cool. Jax, who are you texting?
Go, be the first text. Basically, getting back to warehouse, usual security measures.
Yep.
That's for him and Eric. The second would be to Francis. Meet me at the usual spot. A couple of hours.
Okay, both replies come in as, yes, sir. Both replies. Nothing more, nothing less.
Heading back to the warehouse.
Excellent.
So, Zane hearing all these messages going off and all that, he's feeling kind of lonely. So he gets on his phone and sends a text to everyone in the van. I'm lonely.
Echo sends a text saying, I need information on Sophie Hall. You got this, buddy.
Jack sends a text back saying, suck it up, Buttercup.
Pip, what are you doing while all this madness is happening?
So he picks up his phone and he's just trying to be one of the group. He's actually playing like a mobile game or something.
Actually, Jackson wasn't going back to the warehouse. He's going to the park to find Pip.
Yes, the nearest park. It doesn't take long. You guys arrive pretty quickly at the nearest park, a few blocks away. Jackson, you pull up beside the lay-down area, basically, of the park. Shrubbery, trees, there's some streetlights aglow. Only the odd person or two here and there, late-night runner, a couple of people just smoking on the sidewalk outside a factory building. There's no clubs or any major shopping areas in the space of the few blocks from Albert Park. It's pretty commercial. Sorry, I say commercial, industrial more than commercial. What's your plans, Pip?
Always got like at least one book on him. He'll grab the book that he's brought with him. He'll take it out. He'll go looking for someone who's sleeping.
Before Pip leaves, Jackson would ask him if he can. Pip, you're right on your own? I know this park pretty well. I hunt here on occasion myself. I could help you find someone.
Sure, yeah.
They need to be sleeping.
I'm pretty quick, pretty quiet.
How? I might have a club in the car somewhere.
No, we don't club them. They wake up.
Not unconscious, asleep.
Okay.
And with that, Jackson would actually take off at relative pace, sticking to the shadows, searching for a homeless person, maybe sleeping on a park bench or bushes, somewhere where he's seen sleeping before.
Okay, so Pip, are you going with Jackson, or is Jackson going to do like a scout mission?
Probably take off on my own first, come back to him. If he wants to try and keep up, he can.
I'll go to try and follow him and sort of realize I probably can't keep up. To just stop dead. I'm like, oh, okay.
All right, so first things first. Jax, are you trying to be stealthy?
Yes.
All right, so I'll get you to roll a dexterity stealth. And Pip, were you trying to be stealthy, or were you just following along where you can?
Just following along where I can if I don't know to do any better, which I probably don't.
That is fair. I don't know if anyone else is getting this, but Pip's mic's very crackly or in and out.
You're breaking up, Pip.
Yeah.
Breaking up.
Just a little bit at the start of your conversation.
Pip, you will be, as Jax heads away rather fast, sticking to the shadows, moving, you lose sight of him. I want you to give me a wits investigation to try and keep track of him.
6 successes for stealth.
6 for the stealth. You're moving briskly from tree to shrub to tree, not hunkering down too much, you're just sticking to the sized items that you know would cover you well. As far as you're concerned, you're as dark as the night, moving through the shadows.
2 successes.
Pip, You keep a good eye on Jax. He's gone. Then he's back just up ahead as you're trying to follow his footsteps. Then he's gone again. And you think you see him, but no, that's not him. That's another person. He's gone completely from your sight. Jax, while you're stealthing, I need you to give me a intelligence awareness, please. Looking for something for Pip to feed on. Pip, can you do the same, looking for something to feed on, if that is in fact what you are doing?
3 success.
Two successes.
3 and 2. Jax, you get about halfway across this main area of the park through the trees and bushes and there. There's a few park benches here and there, the usual spots you'd normally find a homeless person or two resting. You see not so much in a park bench, but nearby there's like a small sort of lake area, an open space, man-made, very, very small lake, a couple of those sort of paddle boat type things for hire on the edge of this lake. And there's someone in one of these paddle boats laying down. They look to be asleep to you. Pip, you see the regular homeless person not laying on a bench, but just sitting up against the tree. He's got a pretty rough look to him, you're assuming homeless. He's wearing a one of those sort of old-timer hats, you know, flat on top, but it's got a little peak, but it's all fabric. It's quite ripped. He's got the old fingerless gloves on, quite ripped as well. He's wearing sort of grey stained tracksuit pants, long coat. He's laying down by a tree in a bush, and he's got a couple of cardboard boxes just sort of draped over him there. You both are spotting sleeping people.
I'd return to where roughly I think it might be.
No worries. You return to Pip.
Probably I'm up behind him, and whether he'd see me or not with that stealth check, and I'd probably just quietly whisper and touch him on the shoulder as I up behind him. Notices.
I would say Pip, give me an intelligence awareness roll. You'll need Jack's got high roll on his stealth, so I'd say you're going to have to get the same amount of successes. So 6 successes to see him. It's pretty high.
No, I got 3.
All right, unless you are planning on using an ability to see him. However, he snuck up on you, so 3. Now, we've not been using this a lot. You may use your willpower to re-roll. You may re-roll up to 3 if you use a superficial willpower.
No. Not on this occasion.
Not on this occasion. Excellent, that's fine. Save that willpower because it comes in handy later. Jackson gives you a fright. How you react is up to you.
I didn't mean to. It just happened.
Fine.
Oh.
I found someone. It's me.
Ah.
In the boats down by the lake, it's a sleeping dude. If you haven't found one yourself.
In a boat?
Like one of the little paddle boat things.
Do I have to go in the water?
No, it's tied up on.
And he's like, yeah, the boat person. Yeah, that's.
Follow me, and Jackson will lead.
Excellent, no worries. Well, you guys get up to this boat. Team in the van. Zane, Aaron, Eco. What are you doing during this time?
I am adding on my text to Sam a note to Nathan in the box saying, from one rose to another, I'd like a meeting with the prince. Or have him call and give my number, because I forgot to put that. And then I'm texting Zane so he won't feel left out. How's it going?
Zane, you receive a text saying, "How's it going?"
Zane texts back, thinking about getting a cat. Do you think I should get a cat?
Absolutely not. You'd electrocute it.
Electric.
I say out loud. I'm tired of texting you.
Yeah, that's it.
How's your stump going? You know, your hand. How's your hand?
My stump?
Yeah.
I think there's a couple of fingers there.
Oh.
Hang on,
Yeah,
let me try and wiggle. Yep, there's fingers.
You are starting to see just the first knuckles sort of moving to the second knuckles of each finger now, and the thumb starting to sprout. It's still looking pretty awkward and weird, but it's slowly getting there. Zane, do you have any damage left after all that? Or have you healed all your damage at this point?
Probably still got some left.
Okay, it's up to you, but you may try to heal that.
No, it's
if
all
you
good.
like.
I'll let it go over time.
Excellent.
Zane's theory at the moment is to stay out of battle as much as possible.
Can I give
That
you
is
some
fair.
advice, Zane? Maybe wrap it up like it's broken, because you don't want public to see the little fingers. It's not,
But
masquerade and all. Not normal. It's not,
yeah.
That's freakish right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, I reckon it's cool though.
Mm.
No?
And Aaron, what were you doing during this time?
Just sitting there listening to all this, trying to think of which bike would be the best choice.
It's funny because as you're thinking that, it's almost as if Sharon has ESP and you get a text from her again. What bike you going to ride?
Thinking the rocket. Maybe.
She texts back, "Nice. Don't think you'll beat my dark horse."
Want to do a side wager?
She texts back, "Yep, but the wager has to be at the quick and the poker run." So she puts up $500 of her own in her next text. She says, 500. I win at poker, I win the race.
All right. 500 it is. And then say you'll have to take it out of my clan, out of the clan bank.
She texts back, "Will do." A little smiley face. You'll have to forgive me. Baz in person doesn't use those emoticon, whatever the hell the things are called. I don't know what they are or what they would do, but I imagine as a female, she might use them more than what I would.
She sends an eggplant.
And with that, we shall... Actually, that reminds me. Echo, your phone rings. I don't know what your ringtone would be or if it's on silent. However, it is ringing, and it's Piggy.
Hello?
Hello, Echo. How are you?
Oh, good.
Good.
How are you?
You don't sound good. Wow, you sound like you're in a box.
I am in a box. You remember the Scooby-Doo show? Yeah, I'm in the van recently.
Oh, are you smoking drugs?
I wish, but yeah. How about you?
Oh, good. Oh, I'm good. I rang to tell you that I had a lovely visit today.
With who?
Oh, a nice man. His name was David.
David.
He said his name was David Jones.
That sounds surprisingly fake to me. What did he look like?
Oh, he was tall. He wore a suit. He's quite old, I think. Maybe my age-ish, give or take. He was lovely, very handsome, very polite, and he knew you.
Did he?
Yes,
What?
he did.
I dropped shit on the van floor. What did he say?
Oh, he said he enjoyed your books because he saw the one you left me here. He asked me if I read it. I said, no, it's a pile of trash. Nonetheless, he was asking about you. Just asked if you had lived around here. And I told him the truth, of course. I have no idea.
Where does he work? Did he look like a vampire to you?
You'll have to speak up, dear. My hearing is not...
Did he look like one of me?
No, he was a man. You idiot! I said he was a man.
Peggy, stop being a bitch and talk to me here. Who? What did he act like?
Oh, fuck right. Yes.
Yes.
No, he was. I mean, he was old like me. He's
Get it, you're
normal.
old. Yeah.
You're fucking old. You're.
Okay.
I know you're old.
Did he work for anyone? Do you have a job? Why was he there talking to you? Like, you don't get a lot of people.
No, and it was lovely. Maybe you should visit more often. He was nice, and he said he'd come back to see me again one day. Not like you, tap on the window whenever the hell you feel like.
I invited you to the ball. Sam will
you
be
did?
there.
Yes. Oh, will he? Oh, I shall. Oh,
I got you a nice dress, unless you want, like, leathers or something.
Leather sounds good. How many other young fancy men are going to be there?
Oh, everyone's pretty in the ball, yeah.
I shall bring my gun then.
Why?
Well, the type of people you hang out with.
No one's gonna touch you, Peggy. Trust me. Okay. I'm. Don't let anyone come. If anyone comes, just call me right away, so I can talk to him.
That would seem suspicious, but he was a lovely man, and I just thought I'd let you know. He was asking about you, enjoyed your books, and you know, it's always nice to have a fan, right? I know you've got plenty. Don't tell me. Oh, I've got all the fans in the world. Yeah. I know you're famous.
Some people like my books, Peggy. Some people do.
That's fair.
Oh, Aaron says hi.
Oh, tell Aaron hi.
Peggy says hi.
What's he wearing?
Jeans and a t-shirt. He's bald now. Tattoo on his head.
Ooh, that sounds badass. Tell him to come see me.
Yeah, everyone wants to see you lately. That's what bothers me. All right, I'm gonna stop by later. I've got stuff to do, but don't talk to anyone.
You're always taking away my fun.
Yeah.
Typical.
I'll bring Sam. I'll bring Sam with me too. You can have fun.
Make sure you do. Well, that's a promise, isn't it?
I gotta go, Peggy.
All right.
Hi.
And she hangs up.
And everyone heard.
Hey,
How you
Peggy.
can hear the phone.
Who's Peggy?
Peggy's nobody. Don't even look her up because I'll
Aaron,
know.
who's Peggy?
I'll know. David Jones.
Come on.
I think it's an alias, but look up David Jones, please.
Oh, all right. Move over.
If you look up David Jones, I'll tell you who Peggy is.
Okay.
Well, while you're doing that, Jackson Pip, over back at the boat that's hooked up by the lake. How are we going over there?
Jackson would hang back and let. Jackson would hang back and let Pip sing, but keep an eye out. Box him up to.
Okay.
So Pip's been walking around with his hands in his pockets. He pulls them out and he's like, I've got this. And then he puts his hands back in his pockets and he walks over what he thinks is like really subtle and not obvious, but like if anyone saw him in the park, they'd be like, oh my God, someone call the police.
Jackson would be taking notice, and yeah, it'd be like rolling eye type material, but just not. I wouldn't, not gonna let him do his thing.
And he sort of looks around to see if anyone else is there, and then he'll use unseen passage,
Aha.
which is a rouse check.
So, unseen passage, Pip. You will have to make sure that Jackson isn't looking at you directly when you do that, I believe.
Jackson would be
Okay.
what's happening around, making sure watching.
Good as gold. And so make your rouse check, Pip, and see how we go.
Yep, so success.
Success, excellent. At this point, you're pretty hungry. You don't want to get any hungrier, and you can see the food in front of you. It's no problem at all to keep that beast just held down that moment longer. And carry on.
Head over to the boat. Can I reach into the boat without the boat sort of shifting?
Yes, it's more of a, it's not like a direct rowboat. It's one of those sort of paddle type things where you pedal and the wheels move round and round. He's sort of laying in the seat, sort of nodded off with his head sort of down. You can easily nearly walk right up beside him, pretty much within arm's reach, no hassle.
Yeah, he seems fairly asleep.
He does. He seems very asleep. His drool dripping from one side of his mouth, his chin sort of tucked into his neck, and you can see he's used to sleeping like this. He's got like a little ripped, moth-eaten blanket over him now that you're close. You can see, smells old. Everything about him smells old and sweaty.
Has he got like an arm or something free that I could?
He does. One arm is hanging down.
So people would grab the arm and take a bite.
How much are you liking to drink, Pippi? How many points of hunger are you wishing to delete?
2.
2 points. This is your usual feed, and I believe because of your blood potency, you are able to get 2 from this. So, no more rouse checks needed. You drink. It's warm. You can taste a hint of alcohol. This guy was probably a smoker. There's tobacco in the blood. But it's nice. You can feel your hunger abating. And if he wasn't already asleep, he would probably fall unconscious because he isn't very strong and he hasn't had a lot to eat. But it sustains you for now.
Yep. So
you may remove 2 hunger.
And then I, fix the wound up on his arm. And
Yes.
grab the book out I have and I slip it under his arm.
What book did you slip under his arm?
It's a book called Kraken by China Mavell.
Kraken.
Which I sort of giggled to myself about. I'm like, it's wildly appropriate for someone in a boat by the water, but
That is true. And with that, you slip the book under, you lick the wound so it closes, and you back away.
Yep. There's sort of like a piece. He's like, some of the voices are gone. And then he'll like go back and try and find Jackson.
Without a problem, Jackson is waiting for you. And Jackson, Pip, would you come out of your unseen passage once you get back to Jackson?
Probably not immediately. Like he'll be like, Mr. Spencer, thank you for your help. And he's like, oh wait, and he'll sort of like shake.
Oh,
as if it works that way. He's like shaked like a dog. Like, oh.
Good.
Yeah, much better.
And with that,
you're gonna have to learn to find this on your own eventually. I can give you some locations. Find a place like this or other ideas.
Yeah, the library was good for it.
A bit risky in the library. Too many eyes. But,
do you guys head back to the van?
Yeah.
You still have a bit of time in the van before Jackson and Pip get back if there's any other discussion you would like.
Where you go?
Actually, Zane, you wonderful, wonderful man. I'm going to give you, here, I'm going to text it so you don't get it wrong, the address and name of this nursing home. I want you to see if you can get me some camera footage from...
Oh, well, I was about to say that because looking David Jones, yeah, that's a lot of...
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. If you could get me, let's say, she said 3 nights, yeah? A couple days ago she said that. So 3 nights, maybe 5.
She said he came and visit her today, I believe.
Today. If you get it today. I'm sorry, I'm a little paranoid.
All right, I'll look it up.
Daytime, though.
So I look up the address, find the IP of the remote security.
Easily done. The old folks' home is easy enough to find. There's a few of them around, but Echo's given you the exacts. And you were just trying to look. Are you looking at the security camera feed?
Yeah. I'd say it'd be a on-site security system monitored by a security company off-site.
You would be correct. The security camera system in this old folks' home, it runs internal. They don't feed it to any specific company, so you don't have a specific feed. Everything you can find on them when you look up their information tells you about the home, about the way they deal with their patients, their elderly folk, and it mentions that they have security. And when it lists the brand of security, you see straight away, oh, they'll be using some sort of USB or hard drive, but they're not linking it to the internet.
Okay, cool. So, Echo, do you want to go to see your friend tonight? Cool, because I can't.
Yes. Why? Did you find something?
I can't get access to the cameras.
Shit.
But it's all good. I just pose as a contractor to fix internet stuff and security stuff. That works, doesn't it? Yeah, maybe.
Just
And
hide
you
your
ca-
hand.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's easy done.
Let's go to the Haven first. We gotta talk yeah.
And right as you say that, that's when Jax and Pip arrive back at the van.
All good?
Well,
You look better.
Yeah. Shorter book now, though.
Hmm. You like poetry?
Yeah.
Ah, I might have something for you. Who's driving?
that's me. Don't usually go for anyone around. This is kind of new. But let's go.
Putting scratches on it, you're fixing it.
Dude, have you seen the outside of this van? Talking about scratches?
It's classic. Come on.
Right. And that's it's to the warehouse.
No worries. Now, this warehouse, you guys, just so I am clear, no one has purchased, you don't own.
Not yet.
I thought as much. And you are heading back to this warehouse that Sam gave you the address for to say it was up for sale or for lease.
Weren't we getting one of Zane's companies to buy it?
Oh yeah, have you done that yet, Zane? No, we sort of said to hold off the first night. But
Yeah, it's in the works. It's all good.
Oh,
sure, we're good. Go there tonight,
So-
though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Positive.
it's abandoned, right?
There was
Yeah.
no one there on the night you guys went there.
But
There's been a hold put on the building, so nothing should be happening with it.
but what happens? Example: police get called, strange activity, abandoned warehouse. Will they show up? Not.
They shouldn't.
Zane, question for you. You've got people on this.
Yes. Well,
Are you looking at leasing or purchasing the building?
purchasing. That's why I said hold. There's a hold on it.
Good to know.
Jackson sends another text at that information. Go let me know the moment that someone he doesn't recognize or a vehicle he doesn't recognize itself in the security area of.
Okay. No problem.
Obviously haven't got security set up.
Okay, you guys are currently driving to this said warehouse. Joe texts you back and says, no problem. A few vehicles come past, no one's stopped.
Won't reply to it.
It's going to take about, where are you? 1, 2, 3. It's going to take you about 45 minutes to get back to that building.
I'll text to have my Jeep delivered there. Dropped off.
Sam will deliver your Jeep there. He says, not an issue. He lets you know that everything is as you wish for Wednesday night.
And I've gotten the invitation list, yeah?
You have indeed. He sent you the invitation list.
I'm gonna look over it and say, hey guys, Sophie Hall's on my list for the ball. If we...
hang on. Do I have that USB drive yet, or is it still coming?
At this point, it's like an hour after you've met with Van Diemen, so at this point you haven't. I will let
Okay,
you know.
cool.
I mean, if we do decide to do the sword and give the Prince Parkville, she could be at my ball. We could split. I could take Aaron with me for muscle, and you do security with Zane. You could break in and get the sword.
Down to how much is remaining at Fairhaven. Still don't know exactly, but possible.
Do we want to wait for this information from Van Diemen?
I mean, then the ball's not
Obviously.
till Wednesday, so
Got a few days.
we can plan.
Good.
But it would give us an opportunity if she's there.
And in the meantime, I'll hunt down whatever plans I can of the building.
I'll organise I was going to lend you some guys for security for the ball. Which means I don't have to be. I can take a couple of my guys. Aaron, if
Well, if
definitely
I have
break into
Aaron as muscle,
you
and
can.
you've got muscle, we've got muscle, so...
Something more
I've
we
got
can
muscle.
discuss.
No, I don't.
Oh yeah, of course you
Yeah.
do.
Saying you've got fat.
You got muscle up here, buddy.
You got this brain
Yeah.
muscle.
That's canon now, Zane, because you didn't describe yourself, so you're now fat.
He's fluffy. We'll say
Yeah,
he's
fluffy.
fluffy.
So yeah, obviously, I think it's a good idea. I think that could give a good opportunity. Open conflict.
Well, if we do decide that we're going to take her out, we can be taking her out while she's at the party, and at the same time take out some other people, so it's not directly her type
Oh,
deal.
We can cover it up. I got
We're not assassins.
stuff.
As much as I enjoy killing.
Let's just blow the ship up and get it over and done with.
Aaron, maybe you should go with the other party.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that's not a good idea either, to be fair. I mean,
What?
you're very much a hammer, Aaron, as you quite eloquently put with Van Diemen. I think we need more of a needle expedition.
Well, see, look, you're talking about blowback.
I'm
If
talking
the-
about all-out war.
Well,
Something
that's
we cannot
what I mean. But if we just take her out, there's going to be questions asked. But if a lot of individuals disappeared on that
There
night,
will always be questions asked, not just from the Anarch. But
You have no faith in our abilities, Aaron. We can do it.
just remember who we report to. Well, you may not have the same loyalties as some of us, but still fall under that umbrella.
for the moment,
Step out of line and you will be dealing with the prince.
We'll get information. I've
Or
got someone
something
that knows
thereof.
Sophie, so we'll get more information on Sophie and take it from there. That's what I think.
yeah, that works.
Let's get back to the warehouse. Talk about this properly.
So Pip's on his phone and he mutters to himself, I think I might be the least unhinged person here. And he's looking up the library's database on the newspapers. He's looking for He's added to his search Leslie Taylor, Globe Taxi Service, and shooting.
Okie dokie. I will give you that information shortly. You guys get to your warehouse. The night is still cool, still very still, not much cloud in the sky, and a very full moon. Jackson, you can see your men. When I say you can see them, you know what to look for. Most other people wouldn't spot them, but you can see Joe and Eric outside the building doing their checks. Eric's, and it's not just them, there's a couple of other guards around as well. But specifically, you know that they're the ones doing the main control of it, and they are keeping a good eye on this building. When Joe sees the vehicle in sight, he opens the gate, waves you through, closes the gate again.
Is it like a garage, this building? Like a big enough door that the vehicle can go inside, or is it just outside and we have to sort of clarify what sort of...
Yeah, it's a very large, unused, like an industrial factory space, and there's a massive shed at one side where it looks like trucks would come in and deliver goods, and then you can go in one side and out the other back onto another section of driveway, so in one driveway, out the other type scenario.
I'd make sure the vehicle was out of sight.
Good as gold. Yeah, and you do so with ease. You guys don't have the keys to this building, but as the last time you came here, you managed to get into it no problem. And once again, it's easy enough being an old abandoned building.
Not the Ritz, but it'll do for now. Future company.
Good as gold. So it's up to you guys. What are you doing here?
Two guys. What do you think about this proposal and Deimen? Information he gave us, what exactly stuff we didn't know.
Yeah, but that could have just been this is what I know, and shock factor, try to make us knock us off our game.
I mean, I know the guy's reputation. He is an information people. What he does, knows stuff. He can find stuff out. But he came to us, wanting us to retrieve the sword. In return, was wanting to offer us information that we could basically find out on our own. We know Billy's in an old church. We now know that is in possibly South Yarra. Wouldn't be that hard for Zane to back to sit down.
Is it a test, perhaps? See if we can do it.
But okay, we got that information from him as well. So, do we actually trust it?
That's the thing. It's information we already have, more or less.
We're tasked to find out who's after the prince and possibly find Mary Wade. I think maybe we should
We need to
ask
focus on
those
that.
questions.
I mean, he said he can give us information on Taylor. That piqued my interest. What information you have on the prince that us? I'm interested.
Could be information someone else wants that's used to take him out as well. So, could be a lead.
Hoping. I mean, I showed him other item that I think might be interesting. It definitely piqued his interest. So it may be a bartering chip. But said, I'm all for retrieving the sword. I'd rather do it in a way that doesn't. Not with what's going.
While this conversation's going on, I'm looking up everything I can on this particular sword that Van Diemen wants. How it was made, where it was made, when it was made, what replicas have been made, everything.
Okay, good as gold.
And dimensions of it too.
Pip's looking for
worries.
roaches.
Pip, you can roll a intelligence awareness for me. Zane, I have that information on another sheet of paper. I will get that to you.
I mean, Echo. I mean, and Deimen took a shine to you. I was a little abrupt, I admit. I'm not used to
Yeah.
dealing with that type of person, type of level of aristocracy. It's definitely more your.
Yeah.
I think in the future, if we need to speak with him again, taking.
I'm wondering if I should invite him to the ball. I mean, it is a masquerade. It would
I mean,
send out a good, but then again,
well, it also gives us an opportunity to be sort of possible. I mean,
So
we know most Nosferatu have shapeshifts. We can't. Marty Mason.
Pip, how many successes did you get?
6.
6. As they are talking, you see a roach. It's on Zane, on his shoulder. Just a single roach.
Zane, you brought him with you.
I brought who with me? What?
That Van Diemen, he's there.
What?
The roach. The
Where-
roaches.
Where Pip is pointing, you can all see there's a roach on Zane's shoulder.
oh,
Which shoulder?
Burn it with fire.
It's your right shoulder.
get it.
Pip leans into the roach, like not too close. He's like, I always wanted to know, is double Dutch an actual thing? He's like looking at the roach.
Can't you guys
Oh my god.
see them? Can you do your to see them? Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. If you have the
That
ability
thing?
to see things
Oh,
that aren't there,
yeah.
that I mean, I can't see them. It's good.
So yeah, with that I'll activate Sense the Unseen.
me too.
Okay, so both of you activating Sense the Unseen. The two Malkies. That's interesting. So, with that,
I mean, my guys outside haven't coming or going.
Were they looking for roaches though?
Oh, probably not.
I will get you guys who are using Sense the Unseen to roll a Wits and or Specs. As you're both looking to see, I guess you're looking to see Nosferatu or Van Diemen himself.
Dax probably didn't think about that the first text he sent, and resends a text to Joe. Make sure everyone is aware that we could be having unwanted Nosferatu.
3 successes for Pip.
3
And 3.
and 3. Joe texts back. Jackson says, "Is Francis all good?"
Oh, and just
3 successes is good. None of you are seeing anything out of the ordinary. Just the roach. Looking around the room, there's no hidden Nosferatu. The roach doesn't suddenly turn into Van Diemen or turn into thousands of roaches like you're expecting. It is just a roach.
So I reach across and squash it on Zane's shoulder.
But Richard,
I was going to give it to Pip. Hang on.
That's
Zane,
gross, Aaron.
Scratch.
I mean,
Your phone
Dude.
goes off, Zane.
Hello.
It's just a text message.
Okay.
probably still says hello.
While reeling the text, I scrape the bug off my shoulder. Here, Pip. I tried.
The text is from Van Diemen. It says, "That wasn't nice." And then a text, as you're looking at the text, another text comes through and it says, "How else am I supposed to deliver things to you if I don't know where you are?"
Well, guess what? That was Van Diemen. Oh,
Oh, shit.
part of him.
Bad
Wait,
dog.
what?
Bad.
I don't care.
So we're listened to.
So, you're saying, what are you saying, Zane? Like, do you know, can he track
hold
you
the
through
f-
that?
I hold the phone up and show him the text that I got.
He knows where we are now.
So, well, okay, so safe house, not so safe anymore.
Another text comes through. Expect the information in an hour.
Yeah, so we'll get that information in an hour, maybe.
Well, I hope we can trust this guy, Zane.
I think.
I trust him for blood bags. That's about it.
Okay. This is the new suggestion that I'm going to come up with. We need to find another place, and we need to find a dead drop spot that we can freely give out. Because
My suggestion is this, an extension of yours, Aaron. I suggest we go and find our own safe places, separate from each other. We just either we use this place or another place.
Use this place. We can use it as a dead drop as well.
I mean, people are going to know about this place anyway. But as far as our own safety is concerned, I think taking care of that ourselves. I've got many places that I can go. I know are safe that no one knows. Same. Don't. I'm sure possibly. This is getting a little.
yeah,
I've sent a gift to the prince's right hand to kind of grease the wheels of conversation with my number for the prince to call us so we can ask permission about this Sophie Hall. That's probably the nicest etiquette things are done.
I agree. I mean, like as I said, you know me, I'm a bullet a gate the best of time. I do need to contact Marco and as much information as we can. Whereas I'm not going to give them all. I don't trust it.
We have a good opportunity with this ball, though.
Agree. We're comfortable. Bald.
Yeah.
We're happy not seen.
You got Zane on surveillance. You can just look at the security they have. If I find out where it is, or Zane does, and Pip could learn a couple of things following you more than at this ball. Unless he wants to come with us, it's up to him.
I think Pip would be good. He has a couple of abilities to serve us well on it.
Just when I thought we were getting along too.
We're not getting along, Zane.
You're not getting along. You're going.
We're planning to possibly do something really, really stupid, but we're planning.
That way the hounds show up at the ball. They're at the ball. Well, some of us are, but
Well, I mean,
they'll think all of us are because
can
it's
make
masks.
we can make an appearance. Some of us
Uh,
slip away.
Aaron and I could take Sophie. If we get permission.
And you can take your friend. What was her name again?
Friend?
Oh,
We
yeah,
need to
still...
make a stop at a nursing home tonight. Yeah, I have a friend that's getting visited by someone during the day looking for me.
Friend as in
Not a friend. Well, it's during the day, so I'm worried about the
Right.
SI.
Just means it's probably someone's ghoul,
possible
unfortunately.
name.
David Jones, I don't think that's real. We got to go to get the security footage. It's a USB or hard drive, I think. Zane said, didn't you? Or did you not say that? Sorry.
You want to
you're
go?
right.
You want to take Zane to a nursing home? Zane, you should know. You should be able to get that footage from the exterior of the building by tapping in,
No,
firing. Surely,
it's unfortunately,
was it on the tape? Hard
yeah,
drive.
hard drive, old crap, surveillance shit.
You have the address. I can send bulls in during the day
No,
do system maintenance and retrieve the hard drive.
in spoil my fun, really?
You're less conspicuous than a one-hand kindred going in the middle of the night.
Wow.
I'm gonna go over and make a phone call. All right, because
I
I'm
mean-
assuming the warehouse is like really large, so there's probably a place I can walk and I can still see them, but they can't really hear.
Yes, there's some large columns holding the roof up, which is very, very high up, and there's like mezzanine floors above. But the area is a massive space. It's a few hundred meters square feet.
Bang, no
I'll
offense.
rock, paper, scissors for
Just hold up. Let me have to say this. No offense to you and your skills. Skills are very good, and you know what you're doing. But all I will say is you're not the most inconspicuous person.
Yeah.
I have guys
I
that
would-
are employed by me, have the similar skills to you, know exactly what they will need to do. They can go in.
Technically, all they gotta go do is go rip out a single hard drive.
No, they can't rip out a
Less-
single hard drive.
Less hammerish, Aaron, and
More finesse.
a little more.
Oh, you
finesse.
don't have that, right?
Yeah, rip
Hey.
out a single hard drive.
Someone wants to see Aaron there anyway, but
I mean, they
I
could
don't
download
care
the
if Zane
footage. They could download the footage. Copy it over.
Fine, have it your way. Spoil my fun.
I'm sorry, Zane, but as I said, you're not exactly the most inconspicuous person. And you have a habit of sidetracked a little.
While you're there, it might be an idea to put in a, I don't know, gateway or something, so that we can in the future just remote in.
Don't think you can. No, you said there was no link, yeah?
Well, it could be that they just haven't put the link in
It
because
could
they
be
don't.
if you let me
need it.
go. Oh, okay.
maybe you could talk to us over phone when we do it.
I can, yeah. My guy, Zane, you'll probably know one of these guys. I'm sure. It's the information you have. My staff are very skilled.
Right, well,
It's what we do too, remember.
I didn't
We
know.
run one of the largest security companies in Melbourne.
All right. Fine. Have it your way.
Strange preoccupation with spying on the elderly.
But if you were, I mean, Echo, if you want to have access to those cameras, we can possibly do it.
Yes, I want to know who came in. It's supposedly David Jones. It was today.
That's a department store.
Zane, if you get me the relative
Hang on,
information.
I'll be right back.
What? God. Echo, if you could give me the right information, I can start all rolling. Or tomorrow during the day, get these guys in.
All right.
Unless you want to do it.
I'm just worried about time. Of the
Oh, hang
essence.
on. Echo,
Where is this?
your friend. What things does she like?
She likes very handsome men, apparently. And cussing.
Nope.
And
Yeah, I kind of heard that in the car.
She's an ex-bikey chick.
Ah. Okay.
she likes
If
a
I
good
remember
ride.
right,
Oh,
if
she
I
likes a good motorcycle.
Well, if I remember right, she was a good grease monkey too. So there was an alarm clock I saw one time that she might be interested in.
Or even better, can you get it? Does she have it?
I think I know where you're going with this thing. We can get a camera in her room. Remote camera.
Absolutely.
But you still want the information on David Jones, what he looks like.
Of course.
Get that.
I think probably getting the picture of the bloke's more better than the name, because
Name
Oh,
doesn't
so
mean
Steve-
anything.
as Pip said, that's a department store, so that could be just an alias.
I also want to see if he was with anyone outside her room or anything like that. What car he drove.
You want this information tonight? Probably get it.
I'll text you the address.
I have staff that have certain skills. Allow them to be unseen.
I text Xerox and the address. in the evening of the nursing home, and then I'm gonna start walking up the mezzanine out of their earshot, but I'm gonna activate shadow perspective so I can hit the shadow hitting right behind Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I think is
So-
a nice trick.
Shadow perspective is a rouse check. Yes,
Success.
that is good. You now can utilize the shadow how you like.
And I'm gonna call AG again and say I've sent a note to the prince's right hand to possibly take out Sophie Hall, which means he will get Parkville. Hopefully, maybe the night of the ball if he gives permission. I need to know about this sword Van Diemen's wanting. Do you know where she keeps it?
And is this a text or a call, did you say?
The call.
You're actually calling him. Well, I have a rough idea. As far as I'm aware, she keeps it in her private office at the museum.
She would be probably leaving it there at all times. Is it under lock and key, vault, display case?
I haven't spent a lot of time in the museum. I have my processes and things on other places. However, you get a chance to take her out, you say? Then we should do it.
I think so.
How are your workmates with this idea?
We're seeing what the prince will think first, of course, but all goes well. Should be able to tell him the night after the ball.
You're working with a lot
to
of
clean up.
You're working with a lot of should-be's, Echo. This confidence that you normally exude is missing.
I can get it done.
I know you can get it done. Don't let them hold you back.
All right. I'll get it done.
Who's running the show here?
I am.
That is not confidence.
I am. I got this.
That's right. Now, Sophia Hall. She's a jerk. When it comes to anarchs, and they're all jerks, she's the top jerk. Van Diemen, have you spoke with him?
Yes. He would appreciate her being taken out.
Get on his good side.
All right. He seemed to like pretty artifacts, nice women.
That he does.
Would inviting him to the ball be of benefit, you think?
I don't know if you've seen his face, but from what I hear, and I haven't met him properly, from what I hear, he isn't much to look at. Putting him out in the open would be a direct violation of the masquerade, therefore would put him in danger and everyone else around him. I doubt he would come.
Would he be receptive to me calling and talking with him?
Well, that is something you would have to find out. Who knows Van Diemen near you? The prince?
Yes.
Then go directly to the prince. Talk to him.
All
Get
right.
Van Diemen to meet you when you can. Get him on side.
I'll get it done.
He has access to a lot that we need.
We have a Malkavian writer. I would like to have her meet with Pip, if I could.
Yes, we do. That can be arranged.
All right. I'll get it done. Thank you for the advice.
Excellent. Is there anything else you need?
I think that's it. I'll let you know what happens.
That you shall. And he hangs up without even saying goodbye.
All right. I'm still going to hold my phone up like I'm talking. I'm gonna pace back and forth up there.
With shadow perspective active, they're not going to see a lot as far as you're hiding in the shadows. Well, not hiding, but you're obscured by the shadows.
Yeah, I'm basically using the shadows down there to listen. to
Right,
them.
I see. You're reaching through the shadows.
Yep.
Yeah.
To listen from afar.
Okay. No problem. While Echo is on the phone, what is happening downstairs?
So Pip says, "This story is confusing, and none of the characters' motivations make any sense. I'm outie. Peace." And he walks off into the warehouse.
Is this assuming you've been reading the newspaper logs from the library?
Yeah, but he's talking about like the kindred, the coterie, as like characters in the story, and he doesn't understand what's going on, so he's had enough. He's closing the book and he's walking away.
Very good.
Zane's self-absorbed in his computer, trying to working out the buildings that the swords in, all the ins and outs and all that, and trying to find more information on the sword, of course.
Zane, have you checked your Skype messages?
Hang on.
Oh, he has.
That might help you. And Aaron and Jackson, what are you up to?
Jackson sort of just would start organising. Firstly, sending probably making a call to Joe. Actually,
Sounds
gonna
like you
say-
put the jug on.
yes, he did. Of course, Nutty's making coffee, but, you know, everything. So he'd make a phone call to Joe.
Yep, Joe answers. Mr. Spencer, hello, good evening.
Me, Dax, no better than that.
I know, I'm on the job, it's habit.
Right, nursing home, and I'll give him the address.
Excellent.
Need 2 guys, maybe 3, depending on the situation. Here tonight. Hard drive, camera footage, 2 days. Daytime.
All right, I'll send Smithers and Erickson. They're probably our 2 best on that sort of thing.
They need to be subtle.
Okay.
Maybe workers, something like doing system maintenance. Check their schedule, see if they do have regular system maintenance. But well, they'll get it done.
Yes, daytime, you say.
They need to get in there tonight, but the footage we need today, specifically today. But
right.
I want a couple of days at least.
Excellent, we can do that.
Residents.
And you can hear he's sort of telling the guy next to him, write this down, car park, residence rooms. He's sort of getting that information from you. And then he says, not a problem, Jax. It'll be done, mate.
You carry on.
Will do. And click goes the phone.
Right, so that's done. And I have that footage by tomorrow night for us here tonight.
Really? Okay.
You'll still get to play with it and manipulate the video and find all the information. Just my guys will do the a little easier.
I hate waiting, okay?
I know, but a couple of hours we should have.
Zane, your phone rings this time.
Great, put the phone down somewhere. Looking for the phone. Found the phone!
Continues to ring. Just before it goes to voicemail, you pick up.
Yep.
It's your shop assistant, Taz. She's a little curious and she says, Zane, it's been a couple of nights. Is everything all right?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay.
What, you don't want holidays, what?
Well, I mean, I do, but can I open the shop again?
Oh, yeah, all right.
Oh, that's good. And do I get paid for the couple of days that we've been
Yes,
doing
of
nothing?
course you do.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, you didn't sort of give me a great reason why we shut up. Are you in trouble?
Since when do I get myself in trouble? Really?
Well, it's not often, but it does happen.
All the time, Zane.
Shh.
Not
Not you. Not you.
If you
It's
need
all
money,
good. It's all... Oh, what?
if you need money, I can help you out.
I'm fine.
Okay. You weren't hacking, like the government agency computers again.
Not since last time.
Oh, that's good. They sent some pretty horrendous emails after that last time. You were lucky.
Yeah.
All right, so tomorrow's Monday. I'll open up tomorrow.
Yep, not a problem.
Sorry, I couldn't sleep and I saw you were active online, so I thought I'd ring.
Not a problem.
Okay, be safe.
If anything strange happens over there, let me know.
Anything strange?
Like people come asking about me.
Oh, okay. Right. Unless it's work stuff.
Unless it works stuff, you can wait.
Okay, sweet. All right then. Well, I'm glad you're okay, and I'll open up Monday morning. 8 o'clock, usual time.
Yeah, usual time.
And we'll go through to the usual time, like all night, and keep going.
Yep.
So I'll tell the others to come in too.
Yeah, you can handle it.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Zane.
Okay.
And she hangs up.
Becca's gonna go down and see if her Jeep's parked outside yet.
It is indeed parked outside. And Jax, you would have got a text from one of your men saying someone has pulled up in a Jeep.
Has Jackson met Sam before? He hasn't, has he? Have I seen him? I feel like I might have seen him.
You've seen him at the ball with me, and you've probably heard me. And you know I drive a Jeep. You've seen my Jeep from the
If I'd
roof.
seen, because he would have been at the original party, yeah, with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jax would remember. Jax got a thing for faces, so if he'd seen him before, he'd recognise him. They'd let him.
Yeah. He just sits outside in his Jeep waiting. He doesn't drive into the gates or anything. And Joe lets you know that. Just says he's just sitting there.
I would then probably Echo.
Got
Echo,
it.
you would have got a text anyway, Echo.
Echo's going out there.
With that, Echo leaves the building. Sam has had another person drive another vehicle for him behind. As you get out, Echo, he says, "Would you like me to drive, ma'am, or am I good to go?"
You're good to go. Thank you for all your help.
No problem. The Jeep's freshly fueled. Everything you might need is in there.
All right.
And he jumps in the car with his friend and carries on.
The wrapped gift from the back, and I'm going to go in and find Pip.
All right. Pip, where have you hidden yourself away?
Pip's just sort of wandering around the warehouse, checking it out, see if he can make sense of something. He's still got his phone out. He's read the article about Leslie Taylor. He's thinking about that a bit, trying to work out how it means anything.
Cool. Aaron, during this time, are you, because you're talking about heading out somewhere tonight, are you heading out as well, or looking to head out?
Yeah, if I'll pretty much go, look, if we're done for tonight, I'm going to go do a few things I need to organise.
Yeah, dude. I'm going to take off shortly.
I'll see you back here tomorrow night,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. If anyone leaves, we'll meet back here tomorrow.
Yeah, text
After
me.
dark.
Text me any relative info I might need beforehand.
Jane took
Yeah.
Jax just gives him a wink.
Now, two thoughts. One, you all came in the same vehicle on night one. Two, Jax, your crew would have brought a few vehicles with them, so
There'd be vehicles.
that, yes, correct. That was what I was about to ask. So, Aaron, you would have to utilize one of Jax's men's vehicles to get out of here, I believe, unless you have
Yeah.
another way of getting a bike.
Jax would have told everyone vehicles that you guys will.
Yeah, I'll just take one of his vehicles. I don't care what it is, just as long as it's got 4 wheels and an engine.
They're pretty nondescript, just basic sedans.
Bright
So-
pink Thunderbirds.
nothing over the top like Jackson normally drives, but it's just basic nondescript, regular coloured vehicle. Like just nothing, not all black or anything.
Got a skull.
Maybe
White utility vans with AGL written on the side of it.
No problem though, Aaron. You get into a vehicle and quite easily head off to where you were headed. And Echo, you've found Pip looking through his newspaper collection on his phone.
Hey, Pip. What you doing?
Trying to make sense of anything.
Of anything?
Of
You-
anything.
You
Just
okay?
anything. Yeah.
I got you a, what do you call it? Christening? I don't know. New vampire. I got you a gift.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's a little purple package with the black ribbon. Yeah, it's a book. I know it's autographed to me. It's a first edition, but yeah, it's from my good friend. And if he opens it, it'll be The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. And it's about depression, anxiety, stuff that Macavians kind of relate to. She's very good. Unlike history, she didn't really. Would you like to meet her?
Meet her?
Mm-hmm. She's not really dead.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You mentioned you used to want to be a journalist, so.
Are we gonna go now?
No, she is coming to the ball if you'd like to. Well, after you get done, you can meet up.
Yeah.
Talk to her. I just want to cheer you up because, you seem to be struggling with, like we all do when we first get embraced.
Nothing makes any sense.
Did it when you were alive?
It really didn't.
See? Nothing's changed. It's just a different way of looking at it.
And he's holding the package, and his eyes are starting to drip a little, and he's like noticed, so he's holding the book like way away from him so he doesn't get anything on it.
What you notice, Pip, is as you try to hold the book away and you sort of wipe away what you have to, it's not tears, it's thick, viscous blood.
Yeah.
Gets everywhere, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does, yeah. But that's why we wear black. So.
Yeah. It's slimming too.
It is. So I hope that you don't think that we're all a bunch of monsters all the time. Taking off people's hands and arguing.
We do what we must. Kind of like people. People are pretty bad too.
Not all people. Peggy's nice.
Peggy?
Yeah, Peggy's nice. So, come on back. I don't know where Jackson went, but...
Keep an eye out for the roaches.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we should talk to him. Maybe if we're nice to Van Diemen, we might get further. A little bit.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna walk to Zane. Hopefully Pip's going with me, I don't know. and say, "Can you give me some contact information for Van Diemen?"
All I got is this number.
And that you do. You have Van Diemen's contact number.
Can you
Easy to
send-
hand over.
Yep.
Why do you want it?
I think we got off to a rough start. Maybe, you
I
know.
think I might.
Are you still here, or did you drive away? Okay, you're still here.
Aaron's
Oh,
Aaron,
he left?
Aaron left.
Yeah,
Aaron
one
left. Jackson's still here.
Yeah. No.
No, I'm sure he won't mind if I give it to you.
Doesn't matter if he minds.
Well,
You're
I
a
mean,
person.
he's going to contact us regardless. We could reach out to him. Get you more adept to these situations than me, 100%. I think it's a good idea.
All right, but you didn't get the number from me. You got it
Okay.
from the prince. You got it from the prince. That'll work.
Yeah, I text Van Diemen. Got this number from Zane. Please give me a call at your earliest convenience. Send.
Wow.
Awesome. With that, Jackson will just say, you guys are welcome. Obviously, nothing really here for us to stay here tonight. I'm going to take off. I'm going to go get some rest. A couple things first, but we'll meet back here after dark. Echo, we'll get that back hopefully in a couple of hours.
I will be grateful.
Get them to stash it sort of point area. Might be old offices, maybe. I'm assuming there'd be old offices here. There might be a desk or something.
Correct. Yep. There's old office spacing sort of built in amongst the space.
Yep.
Some of them are even like timber and fully lined with windows. Others are like they're office spaces that used to be maybe chillers because they've got like that poly panel style wall that's made of sort of metal with the lining that's more polystyrene.
Yes, I'd point to one of the offices. Vibes. Make sure that you guys have the instructions.
No problem.
And Jackson will make his exit if action.
Sweet Jackson, you exit, grabbing whatever vehicle you wish.
And before I leave the car park, well, the area of the house on Rift Mark.
Sweet. Right. We will. So who's left at the building? Zane, Pip, and Echo, right? Okay. Zane, before we jump into Jax's phone call, what is your state at the moment? What are you up to?
Probably going to make this area a little bit more secure than what it is. So I'll start go rummaging through my van of tricks and pull out some cameras and start putting them here, there, everywhere.
Okay, so you're just setting up your own little security for this area.
Yep.
Excellent. You'll get a message during this time too from one of your people that not only was this building on hold, but it is now temporarily under your name until you see fit to change that.
Cool. I'm keeping that information to myself.
You will have some paperwork before you actually own it, but it is temporarily under your name. You'll be able to pick up the keys over the next couple of days. And yeah, you can keep that information however you like. Pip, anything else you're doing?
What part of town are we in? Like, what part of...
So you're currently in the northern part of Kensington. So that's sort of North Melbourne area to the left of North Melbourne.
Pip doesn't have his car. Pip will just keep exploring the warehouse if nobody else needs anything from him.
So Jack's made it everyone aware that if they needed a vehicle, his men had vehicles there you could take if you needed.
How are you feeling after that last driving?
I know, that's what I was saying. He'll probably head out and look for the least expensive vehicle he can find. In his opinion, he's got no idea about cars at all.
They're all
Right.
identical, all the same make and model, just different colours.
And he'll go back inside and ask if Zane or Echo need him for anything. And if they don't, he will head off to his home in Caulfield.
Awesome. And that's if none of you need him, then
You all right? You got a place to stay?
Yeah, I'll go home. There's books there.
Okay.
and with that, Pip leaves Zane and Echo alone. Zane setting up his bits and pieces around you. Echo, are you heading to your jeep?
Zane, what are you doing while I'm asking what Zane's doing first, I guess.
Making this area more secure. Well, more secure that I can spy on everybody that comes here. Oops, shouldn't have said that out loud. But anyway, and seeing this is pretty much a drop point now, we all come here, and I would just want to know if people come and go.
People come and go. All right. We're all meeting back here
Apparently.
tomorrow night?
Apparently.
You gonna be okay?
Apparently.
You have my number because you've been texting me, so if you need something, let me know.
Yeah, if I get lonely, maybe.
That's a question. Are you guys using a group text or like a messenger system, or are you just texting each other singularly?
Singular.
Yeah, I don't have Aaron's number, do I?
I don't know.
I mean, I didn't ask for it. He didn't give it,
if
so
you've
I
not
don't.
exchanged, no.
Fuck him. I'm gonna go home.
That's assuming that they all got the burner phones.
Yeah.
He had a group text has been sent with the burner phone.
Yeah, we have, going by what Zane said, each phone can communicate with each phone, so I'd assume each phone would have a number, like in its contact list, and there was a group text sent out.
Sweet. So Zane set that all up, Echo, so you will have.
I think you could. Did you guys throw that burner phone
threw
away?
it away
Yeah, you did.
because I tried to use it at the
That's
Haven.
right.
That's right.
And it didn't work. I was like, so I don't have that. So I'm gonna go home.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Well, there you go. All right, so Echo, you jump in your jeep and go home. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna start working from how we left off. So Aaron, you left first.
Yep.
And you headed to
Mick's place. His shop.
Mick's Guns, Leather and Smithing?
Yep.
No problemo. It takes you a little while to get there, half an hour or so, but not too bad. Traffic's pretty much nothing tonight. Been a Sunday night, everyone must be sleeping, ready for their work in the morning. You're looking at about sort of 2:30 a.m. when you roll into Mick's. The lights are on. There's busy noise inside, nothing too hectic.
Go up to the door and knock.
Just like he said. It only takes a few seconds. Mick himself answers the door. And he knows you. Because you smile, says, "Hey, Aaron. How's things?"
Not bad, Mick. Yourself?
"Yeah. Working late, as we usually do."
Well, yeah. It's the only time we do any of our work, really, isn't it? At night.
That is correct.
But did you get the message from Sharon?
Yes.
You going?
Right. Hell yeah.
Which bike you taking?
Melbourne to Portland. I don't know. I think I might bring the Panhead. Haven't read that in a while.
It's not very quick.
No, I know, but I enjoy the poker part more than the racing. You know that.
Yeah, I'm more the other way around. So I'm gonna take the Rocket.
Ooh, the Rocket.
Yeah.
Sharon's got a new dark horse.
Yeah, she was saying that she just got the new dark horse, but I don't know. The Rocket's pretty quick.
She changed the ignition. Apparently the ignition's shit on those.
Yeah, well, It's an Indian. What do you expect?
Ooh,
they're not-
don't bag down the Indians.
Look, they're a nice looking bike, but their their workings suck. They could never get it right.
Well, you know, Sharon's pretty good with those things.
Yeah,
She
well,
knows- she knows
she's
how
got the
to-
cash to blow it, so it does make a difference. She
Yep.
can spend as much as she likes. But on a more side note, I've actually got a job for you. Well, a couple
yes.
of jobs, really.
Oh, for me or for June?
Both of you. I think this is going to be one that's going to keep you going for a little bit.
Oh, come on in. June's inside anyway.
Awesome. So when I get in, I actually pull out the Glock that was, I can't remember, the Nosferatu chick's gun,
Yes.
the SI gun.
Okay.
And I, take out the mag, empty out the one shell, and I give him one of the rounds, and I go, have a look at this scary little piece of kit.
He's got a few items on his bench, a magnifying glass, like a microscope scenario. You can see, and you've been here before, but you can see the ammunition making bench, all the presses, all the different casings that he's got up. He takes it straight over to like a little vise that has a couple of little magnifying glasses that sort of slot on, and he's looking at the edges, and this is custom made.
Very custom.
Is that an epoxy resin or something on the end?
Apparently, yeah, and there's a bit of acid buried in underneath.
That's genius, bloody genius.
Yeah, and apparently works really well on us.
That's a worry. Who'd you get this from?
Let's just say they were a member of the SI.
At this point, you see June come over. Mick himself, quite a stocky, dark-haired fella. June, she's got a slight frame, but she's very grease monkey-looking type of girl. Almost, she's quite a tan skin in comparison to the likes of Aaron and Mick. She's got her hair pulled back tight, brown hair in a ponytail, and she's got grease on her side of her neck, side of her cheek, where she's been working. She wipes her hands on a rag and comes over and just sort of gives you a slap on the shoulders. G'day, Aaron.
How you going, June?
Good. And then she just grabs the shell, the bullet, out of Mick's hand and sort of looks under the scope and says, "Oh yeah, I've seen him before."
Oh yeah? Where at?
Yeah. Oh, I used to make him back in, a ways back.
You think you can make some more?
Yeah, yep. No hassle. Takes time, but I can.
All right. Put us down for 50 rounds.
You'll have to do something for me.
Yeah, I know. It's nothing for nothing, but yeah.
Well, it's just more the case of getting acid. That's the hard part.
What type?
Well, it depends what type you want to use. Do you know what's in these?
I got no idea.
Okay, we might be able to... Mick, can we pull it apart and maybe get the acid tested?
You can take that round, and because the closer you can get it to this one, the better. But yeah, I want 50 rounds of this, if you could.
50 rounds? Sheesh. You're going to put down a few of our kind, are you? This is Mick now.
No, but it's always good to have it. It's... I see a storm in the future, my friend.
Well, Aaron, we can do this. If June says she can do it, we'll get it done for you.
All right. And now for the other part of the job.
Okay.
I'd like a reflex scope for this.
For the Glock.
For the Glock, yeah. Reflex scope for it. A change of the barrel with a suppressor. Screw-on suppressor, if you could possibly go for that.
Okay.
And I also want a concealed carry for everything. Gun, silencer, 2 extra mags.
It can be done. concealed, easy enough. We've already got holsters for mags and that for a Glock. If we add the suppressor, yeah, we can do that for a tidy sum. And if you can get the acid, June will send you a message. And he looks at her quizzically, and she just nods as she's sort of inspecting the bullet. He says she'll send you a message of what type of acid it is once we figure that out.
Yep, no worries. And how long you reckon?
June pipes up and goes, Sunday, end of the week, Friday?
Well, Friday I'm busy, so I'll see you Saturday next week.
Saturday, sweet. Provided you get the acid Saturday.
Well, yeah, well, I'll try to get the acid during the week, and I'll get it to you. And then on Saturday, I'll take what you got.
Okay,
Because that's if I'm still around after Friday, because I've got a feeling someone's going to be cheating Friday night.
You reckon?
I reckon. I've just got got a side bet going already. Might be the most easiest $500 I've made, but
Mick smiles. That's Sharon. Sharon's the quick 500.
yeah, she's the quick.
I wouldn't trust her as far as you know what she's like.
Yeah, I don't
she's
trust her
done
as
something.
far as I could throw you, but
She's done something to that bike.
yeah, I know.
If she's putting the dark horse against the rocket, she's done something to that bike.
Yeah, she doesn't know what I've done to it, so I've done my own little tricks too, but I've kept them quiet. We'll see.
All right, done and done.
Right.
This will only set you back a couple of hundy, mate. I think you're in good tick with us anyway. I believe you're in credit here.
Oh, I don't know. I can't keep track of this shit anymore.
Just
But,
remember
yeah.
when you open your store.
Hey, you need any work done? You know where to
Yeah.
come.
That's right.
All I ask is for parts. That's it.
No worries. Good to see you, Aaron. And he shakes your hand.
Yeah, no worries, Mick. See you Friday.
June
And
just gives you a wave and a
See
smile.
you Saturday, June.
See you Saturday. I'll have them ready.
Yeah, excellent. See you then. And walk around. Then head off back to the Haven. My Haven.
Your personal haven.
Yeah.
Yes. Picking up Munro on the way.
Yeah.
Right next door. All right, we'll leave you there, Aaron. Jax, you were next to leave the building.
Once I got to a vehicle, sitting in the vehicle before I actually left, I called Marco.
Marco answers, Jax, give me some good news.
Well, what can I say? We've made progress. Slow progress, but we're making progress. We had a meeting with a Van Diemen. Nosferatu.
Oh, interesting. So did we.
Really? Okay. Well, he
Yes.
requested a meeting of us. Unusual. I'd only know him by name, reputation.
Marco sort of laughs. Yes, that's not unusual. You've never met him before?
First time.
If he's meeting you for the first time, he's gauging you. He will be getting information on all of you.
I have no doubt. But interesting turn of events. He's offered information to us in return for retrieving a very specific item, sword, military sword, which happens to be in the hands of a anarch baron.
Ah. Interesting. A military sword, eh? He's got a lot of goods.
The problem is, the implication was that he would pretty much wants us to get it by any means. I'm not comfortable. I'm not pretty sure we don't want open war with anarchs right now.
So, this is the thing. You've not met Van Diemen before.
No.
Your first meeting. Van Diemen is very old. He has seen what you are made of, what the Hounds are made of. You cannot take Van Diemen at face value ever. You'd be silly
Yeah.
to think he's... I don't know how to put it, but you'd be silly to think that he's anything other than working for himself at any time.
Get that impression. I may have rubbed him up on where I am.
Or
But
what
he
did you
took
do?
it. Oh, nothing major. I mean, I was a little more brash. But
Be careful.
Echo seemed to move that over some. Taking a bit. Because etiquette.
Well, that's typical of Van Diemen. He likes everything pretty, beautiful. He likes everything to be shiny and gleamy and priceless and rare, a relic. He usually surrounds himself with pretty ghouls as well.
Indeed. So, obviously, in regards to this sword and this Anarch Baron, I'm not going to just charge in there, guns blazing, without a first permission, Prince, obviously, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But also, two, I would rather do it more subtly. I think we can get the sword. In fact, I'm certain we have
That's
a couple
good.
of options. Echo is a soiree on their night. Baron has been invited. If we're away from his, Van Diemen provide us with some pretty details. Myself, a couple of my staff, maybe. Yep. Should be able to get it.
Okay,
And leave no trace, obviously.
that's good. Maybe we should run this past the Prince, see what his thoughts and
Definitely.
feelings are on this.
Definitely want to get his idea on have a better way of dealing with this.
He's in council again tonight, and the Gangrel Sire business that you guys were available for last time. There's been follow through on that.
I have a little information on that. As you know, Aaron Gangrel, fake fire, rival gang and such.
Okay, well, it's possible. Anything's possible. Anyway, they're in council tonight. I think it ends. The meeting will be ending in the next 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes. You never know with these things. But I will talk to the Prince and call you back before tonight's over.
Roger that. Apart from that, things seem to be going well. We got some information on an SI agent. They know about the incident with the trap house. Fortunate.
Okay.
Luckily, we were spotted. Jane took that.
Yes, there was news reports, but it was vague. There was no footage, thankfully. I'm not sure how you guys got around that, but well done.
Zane's growing on me. Slowly, but he's growing on me.
Is his hand growing?
Yeah.
Back, speaking of growing?
Yeah, it's looking pretty gnarly.
Right.
But I think he learned his...
Look, the Prince is probably going to need an escort sometime soon. I'm thinking you and Aaron were here last time. Was it you and Zane? You and Zane were here last time.
Zane and I would.
So I guess I'd like to try maybe we'd throw Aaron and Pip in this round. Probably it'll be, what's today? Sunday. Probably Monday, maybe Tuesday night. We haven't arranged everything yet, but just because we're going to be leaving Elysium, we want some security. And Aaron's strong. We'll have his
he's reliable.
coterie. We'll have his coterie as well, so they won't be alone. But just to have a couple of hounds with him. Maybe.
I'll let him know.
Yeah, that's good.
The
Ask
only
him
other...
at least.
Actually, it reminds me. Prince did ask for some information from my haven to the beginning. I will have one of my guys camera footage from that evening detailing information.
All right, no worries. I'll let him know that as well. Like I said, I'll call you back before the end of the night and we'll have
Good
this
day.
sorted.
I'll be around.
All right, thanks, Jax. And he hangs up.
And Jax will drive away to meet up with Francis. Once he would sort of, it's pretty much out of the way, nondescript area of North Melbourne.
Cool.
And just rocks up and initially probably walks up to the area and just stands and waits because he won't be able to see it, I'm assuming. I mean,
No.
knowing Francis, he'll be very much hidden and just waits for him. Goes.
Cool. It doesn't take long after you show up in your vehicle. Francis sees you, as you say, more readily than you see him, and he just appears by the window of your vehicle and taps on it.
Roll the window down. Manual windows in this old car. I think no fancy windows. And
Yeah.
I hand him paper and a
Yes, sir. It will be done. Anything else?
what do you know of and part of his or part of the
Yes, all Nosferatu
how
deal with Van Diemen.
closely dealt with him.
Very close. There isn't a Nosferatu around who doesn't know who he is or hasn't dealt with him. I am close to Van Diemen.
I don't want you to spy on the guy. I mean, like he's hey. Just interested if you had any how to deal. Straightforward. Hunt. That's for
Hmm.
sure.
I would not recommend being straightforward and blunt. He likes the truth,
I get
but he'd rather the business be pleasant. He's a pleasant businessman. When I say pleasant, he likes to give gifts and receive gifts. He will know more than you think he knows about you before you know you. Well, probably know more about you than you think you know about yourself. When it comes time.
Yeah, I get that too. He's, I said I know him by name and by reputation, but
As long as you keep your manners around him, he's usually quite alright. He will have his people assassinate people who get on his bad side, but it's not often.
yeah. Okay, then will you do what you need to do, and you let me know when I reply to that. Take care.
Okay, Mr. Spencer, I'll deliver this and I'll give you a text when the next drop is ready.
Right. Roll the window up and drive away.
And you look in your rearview mirror as you drive away and he's gone. Next to leave the building was, and I cannot remember if it was Pip or Echo.
Yep, I think.
Pip. Sorry, team, we will get round everyone. Pip, you've taken your vehicle back to your particular haven, or where are you headed?
Back to his haven in Caulfield, and
In Caulfield, yep.
he parks the car not very well, sort of like on the line a bit, and he heads up and he goes to the door of his apartment. He looks to a door further down the hallway, and he says, "You shouldn't have helped me, you know. I'm not worth. I'm sorry. I hope you're in a better place than I am now. Maybe the pain will go away when this is all over." And he sort of shakes his head a bit and opens his door, and he goes into his apartment, and it's just like bookshelves everywhere. And he's got a little kitchenette, but you can see he's converted that into like a place to put books. So there's books in every aspect of his apartment. And as he steps in, he's going to look to see if there's any cockroaches around.
He's going to need to make a check then. You know your own apartment, so the difficulty won't be very high. But just give me a wits awareness, and you'll need 2 or better.
Four.
4's good. How tidy is Pip? Is your apartment tidy, Pip?
It's pretty tidy, yeah.
Are the books
wouldn't-
organised in all the right, the system, the Dewey system numbers, and yeah. So it's easy to spot. One of the countertops where you've added extra shelving for your books, a single roach.
And he sort of like goes over and he's like, I don't usually get company. I suppose it doesn't hurt. Hopefully I don't snore. I don't know if I can anymore. And then he sort of heads to his room and he'll rest for the evening.
Excellent. Nothing else for Pip that night. And with that down,
You've muted yourself.
damn it, I don't know how that happened. With that down, we'll switch to Echo. That was weird.
Oh, Echo is very, very torn because she feels like she needs to get to Peggy now, but so I'm just gonna head to my yacht and kind of pace back and forth once I get to it, deciding what to do. That's me for now, I guess.
Okay. Zane, that leaves us with you. What have you been doing? Setting up all your cameras, obviously, but anything else in the meantime?
Yeah, just been looking up the blueprints of the building, waiting for this information that's meant to arrive some godly time. Yeah, and also checking the burner phone because unknown to everybody else, I've been tracking them.
Ah, yes. So,
Except Echo, of course.
except Echo. The burner phone, you can see that Aaron makes a trip to a weapons repair shop. You see where Jackson's headed, where he stops and where he leaves again. You see that Pip goes home to his haven, and of course you see nothing of Echo. But the information you are looking for has not arrived as of yet, which is still giving you time to set up anything you need around the building.
Ben would also notice that he would Jackson that
When Jackson gets to where he's going, yeah.
Fritz's alternate haven signal.
And I would assume, and I'm not sure about Pip, but I would assume, Aaron, you would be the same from what you've told me of your haven.
Yeah, especially where I sleep. He wouldn't
Yeah.
get the signal from it.
Not at all. So I have background information and character sheets on havens and things, and it's the minimalist, but it gives me enough to know that there's definitely no tracking in there. But you know where you lose.
It gives me rough
You'd
locations.
have a
Happy
rough
with it.
location, definitely.
Yeah.
You'd
You know
have
where you lose signal. That's right. So is there anything else you'd like to do while you wait on this possible arrival of information, Zane?
No, just with the building that we're meant to be going in, I just whatever plans, information like tech information, security information, like really dig deep into the building.
Yeah. You're not finding too much. The building seems to be out of commission for a long time. But you get all the blueprints, you get all the floor layout, the plans, all the electrical and communications lines. There are plenty of hot points, plenty of Cat6 outlets, digital outlets, data outlets, and all of the Wi-Fi system that used to be here for the business, whatever business that it was previously, is still all there.
Oh, awesome. And with the one, the building for Sophie Hall, just so doing all that, doing Sophie Hall. Just,
Yes, checking her stuff out.
Yeah.
Cool. Every time you try and do anything with Sophie's business, you're drawing up firewalls, crazy things, and I'm going to have to get you to roll, which is your your wheelhouse, but it's gonna be more resolve technology this time,
hang on.
and it's It's an up there number. It's not the
Re-
easiest.
Resolve.
Resolve.
Damn.
Technology.
Damn.
She's got a lot of encryption on anyone that's trying to look up her bits and pieces.
Yeah, so text for resolve is that and that. Okay. Still a lot of dice. Oh, fuck! One
Spend a
success.
willpower. Oh,
You can burn a willpower and re-roll
I was about to say the same
3
thing.
black
Yeah,
dice. Trash.
Yep. Nice one.
Yeah, I think I'm going to, because damn, that's shit.
So if you use a willpower, you have to mark it on your sheets. Don't forget if you use anything.
So I have 3 willpower, so I just take 1 off.
Yeah. Well, we just put a diagonal line through an empty slot to just show you view. It's like the equivalent of superficial to aggravated damage sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. You get willpower back when you rest.
Okay. Hang on then. And that's a full reroll?
Three
No,
dice,
3.
three black.
3 up to 3 black.
3
Nothing
black.
on hunger for that.
Yeah, it was a success on hunger.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, 2 successes out of the 3, so
So total successes are
3.
3. Unfortunately, every time you try and do anything with her system, you just get locked out. It's everything you sort of know, the backdoor systems. No, she's got it. Someone who is doing her system is very, very good. You think, well, the museum must be owned by someone else, not just her. No, her name's the only one on it. There's no partnership, there's nothing, and you cannot get through.
Well, I'll leave it with me. I'll keep digging then.
Right at that point, I'll get you to make a wits awareness roll, please.
Wits awareness.
Depending on what you roll, depends on what happens here.
Hang on, I gotta find. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. Okay, yeah. That. Good, missed that. Oh, stay in the hand, will you? Hey, it's hard. I've only got 1 hand. That would be 4 successes.
4 successes, nice. This is going to be the last thing to happen in the night, so I'm just going to do a quick round the table before I resolve Zane's. So, Jax, anything else you want to do before this ends?
No, not really. Like, Dax would reach his alternate haven and probably spend the last hour or so before reaching that point where he's going to have to sleep underground. Doesn't really matter. He's going to range.
Excellent.
Firing
Shooting.
a sniper rifle. Practicing.
No worries. Aaron, anything else for you?
First thing I'd do when I get home is I'd set off raid bombs through the entire house, and then I would go to sleep.
I will get you to throw wits awareness as you're setting off these raid bug bombs. Zane, sorry, Jax, you can make a wits awareness too.
That is 4. No, 6. 6 successes.
Successes. Nicely done. You notice 3 cockroaches as you get out of your vehicle and heading towards your haven. That's probably what made you decide to get the bug bombs out. 3 roaches on the vehicle, just on the outside of the vehicle. Jax, what did you get? 3. You notice 1 roach. As you're hopping out of the car, you open the door, and just in where you put your hand inside the car, there's just a roach sitting in there.
I don't do anything about it.
Cool. And easy with you, Aaron. You set off all your bug bombs before you go to sleep.
Yeah.
Pip, you've already seen your roach headed into your bedroom. Anything else?
So he probably can't sleep yet, so he reaches over to where he put the bell jar and he starts reading it, but he reads it aloud because he doesn't want to be rude to his company.
Very good. And you would see as you reach over to your book, just the roach just sits casually on the countertop or on the drawers next to your bed there where the lamp is. And it just listens, or seems to listen, content, as you read the bell jar. Echo.
Echo is very worried about this David Jones and not knowing where he's at. So she's going to park near the docks where the yacht is. She's going to walk right off the dock into the water where she has a coffin, close it, and sleep in the water.
Echo, I need you to make a wits awareness.
Okay. Four.
4. 2 things happen. First, as you're walking into the water, on your lovely outfit you're wearing tonight, there's a roach just by your right wrist, just on the cloth. The second thing is, get that feeling like you've been followed. And it's triggering from back at the street level. You're on the dock, but you can see the street from where you are, and the dock's fenced. You get that feeling like you're being watched.
Yeah, I'm gonna activate Oblivion Sight and look around before I go in the water.
All right. That is
Free.
okay. So it's free. Your eyes suddenly become more aware of the darkness around you. It flows, and the darkness sort of abates a little. The natural lights that are there are like you've turned the volume up on your sight, and you can see clearly. I want you to make a intelligence investigation.
Oh, that's not very good for me.
You can make any other roll you like if you can give me a good reason to use said roll.
Am I looking for something? Is that what I'm trying to do?
If you're looking for what you feel could be watching you, yes.
Okay, I'll just try my best here.
You can use your
willpower.
power.
5.
5. As you look back to the street, you see movement. It's a few hundred meters away, but you see movement by a lamppost, a street lamp. There was a figure, and then it's gone.
I don't see details about it or anything.
Too far to see details, but you clearly saw it when you activated your vision.
I'm going to masquerade and all too. I'm going to get in my car and drive as far as I can to another place of water and try and hop in.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do.
The roach still on your sleeve?
You know what? I saw Van Diemen turn into roaches, so I was like, we'll talk later, and just brush it off and get in.
I will get you to make one more wits awareness roll before you walk into the water.
2.
You look around before you make the same sort of movement into water like you were before. Doesn't feel like anyone's watching you this time around, and you continue your way, wading into the water, down till you find a safe place to sleep. I assume you said you had a coffin in the water by your yacht? Do you take the long way back? Do you walk right through? Okay. And with that, you take your rest. Zane, with your 4 successes, you spot some roaches on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They start moving up the table where you've been doing your work, where you've been sort of moving around with your cameras, looking back at the screen on your laptop to see how clear they are and what positions they're in. Then as you turn back, there's hundreds and hundreds of roaches, and they swarm up like a large hand coming up out of the ground. And they're holding something in the hand. Something small, seems to be black. Looks like a USB stick.
Thank you, Van Diemen. I'll get onto it.
Your cell phone text sound goes at the same time. And I'll just find it in my notes here. The information you're after is on the USB stick. Here is the cipher, and in the cell phone is a series of codes, digits and letters, which you've seen before, you've used before. That is what Van Diemen hands you. You have that information now, Zane. You can use that I sent you. Jackson,
Yep.
as you're laying head to rest, right before you get into that vampiric sleep where you're too deep and nothing would wake you, Sheriff Marco rings back. He says, "Sorry it took so long. Meeting took longer than expected.
Right.
Listen.
Yep.
The Prince is talking about putting a meeting together of Anarch leaders. He's going to request that they be at Elysium, probably Tuesday evening. Now, it's up to you whether you guys decide to use this as your opportunity or whether you decide to use Echo's ball as an opportunity. But either of these events will give you time to get in and out, retrieving the sword for Van Diemen. The Prince believes retrieving the sword is a good idea for information, but he doesn't want you to kill Sophia or openly do anything direct to her. He is of the thought that if we do that, the Anarchs will begin a war against the Camarilla directly, and we do not want that with all this SI bullshit going on and with the attacks on the Prince.
Yeah, that was my feeling too. As far as her security is concerned, if compromised, are we able to do that as see fit?
You have been given
Within
permission
reason.
to deal with what you have to within reason. If it is your life versus theirs, then yes.
Remove evidence
But
if it comes to that. Bodies
we
won't
want
be
to
found.
avoid all-out war. If we begin a war now, it's a three-way war because we know, well, at least we think the SI are on us.
They're always on us.
It seems now more so than ever. So you can give that information to your hounds. I will.
You should have received video footage. I hope.
Yes, Francis has delivered it to the drop point and it has been picked up. We appreciate that.
Problem.
All right. I'll catch you next night. Zane, do you want to read out the information that you have received, or are you happy to leave it?
Happy to leave it.
Excellent. With all the information you have just received on Sophia Hall, we shall call that the end of tonight's game, and we shall have the next game beginning on a Monday evening where you'll all meet back together.
Did my guys turn up with the information from nursing home?
Yes, they did. I apologise, I had that note written down. You would have received the footage from the nursing home, Jax.
That would have been Dane would have been there when they arrived with it.
Okay, so Zane, you would also have that now. I can get that information to you.
Cool.
And with that, we'll call that the end of tonight's episode.
Right, guys. Thanks, everybody, players, viewers, for hanging out with us. Another episode of Vampire the Masquerade. Favorite moment time, as we do every evening.
Favorite moments, eh? Well, I'll do a crazy random order this time. We'll go Zane first.
Really, Echo? Throwing Zane under the bus? Really?
Not really throwing us, sort of.
Yeah, I'd have to go with that one.
Okay. Melk's first. Pip.
The RP from everyone, and I probably have to give it to the storyteller for allowing that sort of one-on-one stuff, but specifically when Echo gave Pip the book and that conversation. I've actually ordered that book from the library. I was doing that while I was sitting here. So the RP tonight was amazing, and everyone got a chance to shine, and I thought it was brilliant. It really was.
True, it was very good. Jax.
Yeah, again, same thing. Big ups to everyone for their RP tonight. I mean, everyone had a chance to talk about specific things. We discussed about the potential dealing with the Anarchs and that, and then I think with us sort of taking off our separate directions, it gave a bit of focus for each character, their own thing too. But a specific moment, I think, is just Pip. It's the one-liners, dude. the little things that Pip comes out with at any given time. His feeding sequence, with that, leaving the book. I mean, and of course the book that he left. I mean, the Kraken. I mean, come on. It was just out there, but so typical of what Pip is.
Very good. Aaron.
I liked the killing of every single bug in my house, because I'm tired of people knowing shit that they shouldn't know. Then Echo's whole conversation with someone we don't know.
Yeah, what the hell's that all about?
It's like
we don't know. That's the point.
You didn't ask.
I get that.
We don't know yet.
None of us would have heard that conversation, so we have no idea.
Yeah, I wasn't even there for the conversation. So, and then the storyteller's way of interacting with Echo as her old bikey friend.
Oh, Peggy is such a cool character.
Peggy's awesome. So yeah, it's
Piggy's real
really
fun.
good RP. Really good RP night for everyone. Even Trashy did good.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. Echo.
So yeah, Peggy. I love Peggy. She's cool. I can't wait to meet her again. And also I liked when Zane felt left out, so he started texting, and then Pip felt left out, so he started playing with his phone when they were pretending to play with their phones. That was cute.
It was good. The for me, and I made note of a few moments, but I'd had to once again agree with everyone. It is nice to have those sort of one-on-one character moments, and it is unfortunate sometimes there can be sort of 20 minutes or so where someone doesn't get to do anything. But story is really good between what you guys are saying to each other and to the NPCs, and it's like watching a movie. Sometimes I'm not speaking for 15 minutes myself while you guys do something, and I find that really, really good. It's just a bit different to D&D in that respect. Zane, you're making the area more secure so you can spy on everyone. Oops, I shouldn't have said that. That's one of my standout moments. And I think Jax to Aaron multiple times. Less hammerish, Aaron. It's acquiring a hard drive. We want less hammer, more subtleness. I think that was a good. Good one
he's the one that brought it up in the previous session, so I'm just running with it.
That's how Aaron is.
Exactly.
So,
well, Jackson's kind of that way too, but he appreciates the subtle as well.
Yeah, so walk in and take the freaking hard drive. So
the talks,
typical biker mentality.
And the talking was really good, but when you can actually visualize what someone's doing, it sort of brings a bit more to it. And when Pip was describing his shaking off the unseen passage like a dog, I imagine this dude standing there going just reappearing.
Right, so we've got a couple from the chat here too. Pip's realization that the roach was probably Van Diemen. Moments to that with the chat. Grim says, need Peggy and Nathan together as a power couple. Peggy likes handsome men.
Could happen,
as the magic says. That could happen. But yeah, it seems everybody's enjoying the story. As we said, it is definitely different from our D&D sessions. Obviously, different world, different setup, and everything else. But overall, it's just different.
Less horseplay.
Yes and no.
Less mature.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Or
it's
mature
definitely
horseplay.
there, but I think we're all comfortable in our characters by now. I mean, we're at session 12. I think everyone has sort of found their they found their character and are focusing on what the character does and doesn't do. Kind of cool. Can't wait to see where the story goes.
Mina saying there too that Pip's realization that the roach was probably Van Diemen. It's a good call.
Which it was. Just Pip's reaction to everything seems to be sort of innocent, in a really innocent manner, which is kind of cool, but in a confusing manner as well. It's, I think, character. So guys, that is it for us. We're going to raid Michael's Newok. He's doing a long stream tonight. He's doing a rare thing. We're going to raid him. I was hanging out with him today. Playing Death's Door tonight. But we'll be back again tomorrow doing some Red Dead Online. I think Roasted Chicken is going to come hang out with me. Trashy Mate as well. Available. And that.
I'm available. Depends on my arm.
Well, yeah. We only need one arm. Like Zane, you only got one arm. It's good.
No, I need both arms.
I just rest it on the desk. Doesn't need to do it.
I'm left-handed. It does everything.
Oh, you cack-hander. You'll be fine. So that's tomorrow night. Tuesday, I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. Probably nothing. Back here Wednesday for Curse of Strahd, obviously. And then Thursday night, Pew Pew Thursday, probably some Rainbow Six. Friday, Stormlord's Wrath with Yanti 1. So Yanti, if you want us to let everyone know where they can find you other than Twitch channel. Well,
yeah, and YouTube's listed on my channel, and we do Fridays Stormlord's Wrath, episode 5 we're on. Yeah, so come see us then.
Definitely hang out with us in that. It's been fun playing another D&D and not DM. Yeah, so guys, go hang out with Michael's Newok after this. Let him know where you've come from, and we will see you tomorrow night with some Red Dead.